The Murdaugh double murder trial came to an end yesterday with a guilty verdict by the jury of 12. Guilty on all counts, 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of related weapons charges. And the verdict came less than 3 hours after the deliberations began. Alex Murdaugh appeared in front of Colleton County Judge Clifton Newman earlier today for his sentencing. At that sentencing hearing, he once again maintained his innocence. Murdaugh was sentenced by the judge to life in prison for each of those murder charges for his wife Maggie and his son Paul. Those sentences will run consecutively. The basic gist of it is he's not getting out of jail. This is it. The defense is expected to hold a presser any moment now, and we will keep our eyes and ears open for that and bring you the updates as they come in. You know, I've been thinking about it. Last night, you get the word that the verdict's coming. And of course, you're like, oh my God, the verdict. Verdicts in American legal history are just, they tend to be gripping. Our legal system is by far the best that exists on earth, by far. We've done so much to try to make it fair for the defendants because the process is so weighted in favor of the state. And therefore, it sets up conflict, it sets up drama, it sets up, putting one's fate in the hand of 12 strangers, which in and of itself is somewhat dramatic and, gripping. But I think this case has really captured the attention of the nation in a special way. So why is that? I've been asking myself that. Why has this case so gripped the nation? This one in particular, because we've seen murder cases before, even of a husband killing a family member. But I believe this one is different. It's really captured people's attention because it has forced us to ask the dark questions we try to avoid about human nature and even about ourselves. I mean, we all know there's murder, there's bad guys, there's horrific acts that go on out there. We try to tell ourselves that's somebody else. That's why we can listen to Dateline, right? You say to yourself, that's not my life. That wouldn't happen to me. I would know. I would see it. I don't associate with people like that. But this case involves a respected trial attorney, right? This is not some boogeyman from like the dark dregs of society. This is a respected trial attorney from a revered family, a family man, we were told. An affable guy most people really liked. What turns a person like that from man into monster? And how do we grapple with it when the monster was hiding in plain sight and no one knew? You heard witness after witness in this case testify about how I had no idea that he was a thief, that he was a serial liar, never mind the murder charges. The testimony was, this is a nice family. They celebrated birthdays together. They seemed to love one another. Until the day Alex Murdaugh blew his son's head off and gunned his wife down 5 times just after she presumably watched her own son die. Listen to the videotape that Paul took minutes. I mean, we believe it was 4 to 6 minutes before he was murdered. I'll play it for you in a second, all right? But that videotape is so telling, and it was the crux of the guilty verdict we now know because a juror spoke out. No one sounds out of sorts. And the voice of the murderer, Alex Murdaugh, who was about to kill his family, sounds totally nonplussed. How can any of this be? Murderers are supposed to look like boogeymen and sound like boogeymen, and you're supposed to be able to hear the anger in their voice and anticipate that something terrible is about to happen. None of that happened here. The truth is that murderers are not always Charles Manson lookalikes. They're not always even strangers. Murder can and often is committed by one family member against another. And while the vast majority of us cannot fathom it, it happens. And understanding why can be nearly impossible. Spring is nearly here. The days are getting longer. The weather's going to get warmer. And we know what that means. It's time to get outside and enjoy your backyard, or will be soon. What better way to do that than with the Michael Phelps Swim Spa by Master Spas? The Michael Phelps Signature Swim Spa helps you create your perfect backyard this season and for many seasons to come. Designed to be used year-round, you can swim, exercise, and relax in the convenience and privacy of your backyard. It's like having your own private oasis at home. Plus, delivery and installation take less than a day once your space is ready. How about that? The water current creates resistance so you can swim in place. You get your exercise right there. And because it's heated, you can choose your perfect water temperature. Enjoy pure relaxation in the massage therapy seats of the swim spa when you're done. You get your exercise and your relaxation all in one. Michael Phelps Swim Spas are 100% made in the USA by Master Spas, the world's largest swim spa manufacturer. You will love your Michael Phelps Swim Spa by Master Spas. Go to masterspas.com/MK for a special offer. Save $1,000 on a Michael Phelps Swim Spa or $500 on a Master Spas hot tub. Again, go to masterspas.com/MK. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.